All right, everybody. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties with music. Music next time, I promise. All right, everybody. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I hope this one makes everybody smile. It's serious, but I hope it makes everybody smile a little bit. All right, guys. So today, I want to talk about weakness because it is what it is, and we're all humans and we all have weaknesses. Even though some of us don't want to admit it, we all have weaknesses. So this is going to be a call about everything from recognizing to how to overcome. So, weakness, how to not live with your head in the clouds. Everyone can see my screen, right? Okay, perfect. All right. So the first and most important step is recognizing your weakness because if you don't recognize it, well, you can't do anything about it. So, key is um to recognize, to know you even have a weakness and acknowledge the fact that it's there. So, we can recognize that it's a weakness a couple of ways. Um it may be something that causes you some sort of emotional pain. It may be something that scares you. It may be something that causes you to fail, to have certain things in your life that just don't go the way you want them to go. So once we can recognize that it's a weakness, that it's there, and we have to do something about it, we need to accept it. So, a couple of important things. It's okay that you have a weakness. Like I said, we're all humans. Everyone has a weakness. It doesn't matter. Even the most successful, the most confident, the most put together people, everyone has a weakness. Some of us are better at hiding them than others, but everyone has a weakness. So it's so perfectly okay. Um And it's you that's living your life. It's not anybody else that's living your life. It's you and you only. So don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about their opinions because they're not living your life. They're not the ones that or are going to create a life for you that's going to make you happy. They're not the ones that are going to make you money. They're not the ones that are going to spend time with your family, that are going to build relationships. It's only you, it's your life. So you take control and you don't worry about what other people have to say or to what they think about you or your weakness. So a good place to start is talking with someone you know, someone you trust, someone you love, because of course the people that we know, that we love, and that we trust know us better than anyone. So if you're going to talk to anybody about it, why wouldn't you start there? Sometimes it just takes hearing, even if you recognize it, even if you know it, sometimes it just takes hearing it from somebody else, hearing it from somebody else that you know is saying it with good intentions, or saying it because they want to help you grow and go past your weakness and not stay there. Sometimes you just need to hear it from somebody else. And honestly, listening to yourself, especially when it is a weakness, it's something that scares you, listening to yourself is actually the worst thing to do because it's just a monkey in your brain. It's just our own thoughts. Our own thoughts are like our own worst enemies. It's just going to keep making a circle in our brain. It's not going to do anything but make it worse. It's actually not going to help. So the best place to start is definitely by talking to someone who you care about, who is there to someone who cares about you, someone who is there with your best interest, someone who is there to maybe point out something that you don't like about yourself, but they're doing it with good intentions. So The next thing, probably the hardest part, is not running away from your weakness. So, guys, you can't fix a broken bone with a band-aid, right? Your weakness is only going to grow. It never, it's not going to get better on its own. It's not, again, it's a broken bone and a band-aid. You don't break your leg and then put a band-aid on it, right? It's not going to work. It's not going to help. It's not going to be constructive. You have to see it, acknowledge it, and then do what you can, the best way you can, to work through it. I can't say always get over it because, again, we're humans and not everyone can get over everything, but you can't run away from it. So you have to at least be able to work through it. And again, here, monkeying your brain. Don't listen to yourself. This is probably the biggest and worst problem is we turn it into something bigger than it actually is. So listening to yourself is this is where I'm going. This is where I'm heading. So listening to yourself is not actually productive. So overwhelm your weaknesses with your strength. So this is one way um to try tackling your weakness. So use your strength to practice working on your weakness. So let's just say, I think this is a good one. It's appropriate. So let's say you have one of your weaknesses is talking in front of people, public speaking, talking on calls, talking in front of the camera, whatever it is. So if you just can't, sometimes we need to take baby steps. So maybe it's not just jump on a Zoom meeting with 100 people, or make an IGTV and put it on Instagram. Maybe a good place to start is by getting someone, again, someone you know, or maybe even someone you don't know, someone you've just met recently, and talking to them about something maybe that you're really passionate about, because it's easier. Again, here it's your strength, right? So you can talk about something you're passionate about, that you care about, that makes you feel good, that you like talking about. Talk to somebody you've just met recently about it. So this way you can get to practicing something that you feel like you're not good at, but you can do it in a way that doesn't make you feel so terrible. And partner with someone whose strength is your weakness. Surround yourself with people who you would like to be more like. Put yourself in a situation where you see exactly how they handle it and what you have had time with, what you have a hard time with. Use this strength to help push you through. So we talk about this all the time, guys. You can use, let's use our educators and Instagram for an example, right? So what do we say? You have to surround yourself with things that you want. You have to surround yourself by people that you want to be like. So it may be your weakness, but you need to find someone who doesn't have that weakness, who has overcome it. So Bob Proctor, for example, our educators, for example, following them on Instagram, when they post things, when they have go lives too, they have go lives when they go live on Instagram. Listen to what they have to say. I know that they can't be our live right there in person mentor, but they can still be our mentor, right? And there's still somebody that has things that we want. They are someone, maybe not physical material things that we want, maybe it's actual weaknesses, strengths, different personality traits. So why wouldn't we go and seek their help? Again, maybe you might not actually be able to talk to them personally, but especially now, we live in an age where everything's on the internet. You have access to every person in the world practically. These people that have these things we want, that have these personality traits we want, these strengths that we want, why wouldn't you go seek them out? Why wouldn't you listen to the things they say? Why wouldn't you do the things that they do? And um, another good way also is looking for ways to help other people with the same problem. So sometimes, kind of like talking to someone that you know, that you care about, that cares about you, sometimes you need to see it from a different perspective. Sometimes you need to see how it's actually affecting someone else's life, to understand, to see what it's actually doing for you and for your life. Um, so sometimes seeing it from another perspective, and this is even better because you're seeing it from another perspective. So you're seeing what it's doing for you. You see what it's doing for your life. You can see what you don't like about it, what you may like about it, but what you don't like about it, what you don't like about yourself, what you want to change. But because you're trying to help somebody else, maybe you can come up with the answer for that other person. You're helping this other person, and then helping somebody else, you're actually helping yourself. So it's like most religions have some sort of saying about being a servant, because when you're the servant, you're actually helping yourself. So again, you're helping this other person trying to get over the same thing that you're trying to get over, but in all actuality, you helping them and you finding the answer for them, is all it's doing is actually helping. It's just helping you. It's helping them, but it's helping you. So why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? And of course, we're all humans. We're all, listen, we're all in this together. We're all in the game of life together. So be there for be there for other people. Being there for other people is what's going to actually help you. So guys, tell me, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions on weakness? Do we have anything we want to say about weakness? Guys, I did this one on purpose because I know we're all human. It is what it is. I'm not going to say that we're not perfect, because I actually think it's the other way around. So everyone is perfect. We just need to work on ourselves a little bit. But I actually did this one purposely because I know I have quite a few weaknesses. Doing calls like this is one of my weaknesses because I get very nervous even though it's just you guys. But it's something I know it's something I have to work on, right? So here I am. And why not do a call on exactly what it is that what should I do to overcome them in your opinion? Well, it depends. Radia, what are we talking about? I'm up for a therapy session. What do you do to overcome them? Don't run away from them. That's honestly, I think it doesn't matter what the weakness is. I don't think it really matters what it is. It can be anything. Don't run away from it. Don't run away from it. There's always everything, there's always a way to deal with it. There's always a way to work through it, not go over it, not go under it, not go behind it, but there's always a way to work through it. So you have to, again, talk to somebody, talk to somebody who's seeing it. They're seeing your life, but they're seeing it with their own eyes and not yours. Someone who's not seeing it with the same fear or the same pain that you're seeing it with, because maybe they might be able to, it might be something so simple that somebody else that cares about you sees, and they see every day, and they know exactly how to fix it or exactly what you need to do. And maybe you just need to ask for the help. Again, here we are being a servant. Sometimes we need to ask for help too, but that's what makes the world going that's what makes the world go round. We need to ask, and people, we need to help. So I would say face it, whatever it is, face it. Face it the best way you possibly can. Ask for help. Ask for help and take help. When somebody offers it, take their help. How do you work on your weakness? That's how I work on my weakness. I just for me personally, guys, I'm one of those people. When I know I have a weakness, I know I just need to do it. So even if it scares me or even if it makes me feel really, really terrible, and I'm gonna tell you from years of being me and a human and all of my weaknesses and all of the things that scare me, I'm gonna say 99% of everything that I've ever done that I've been terrified to do or I thought I was gonna do a really bad job at, when it was done, I was like, "Oh, that was it? Why was I nervous? Why was I scared? Why did I think it was gonna be terrible? Why? What did I" you just make it again, monkeying your brain, listening to yourself. It's just like a big circle. You're just coming up with these things and you're having these thoughts, and where is it getting you? It's just giving you these negative feelings, these negative emotions, and it's making you sick. It's making you not feel good. It's giving you anxiety. And then in the end, most of the time, really, it's not even a big deal. Yeah, we MC, it's not even a big deal most of the time. But I think that's about it, guys. Any last questions? Tell me, I want to hear. What weaknesses have I overcome since I joined I Am Academy? So, um, honestly, guys, for me, it's probably been social media. It's probably been my biggest. It's still my biggest, but that's why I do as much as I do. Anybody that knew me before I never even posted a picture of myself on social media. I didn't even want people to see this face. So, social media for me has been it's still my biggest struggle. Even my IGTV that I did, what was it, yesterday? After I filmed it, I didn't even wanna watch it. I said, "Oh, just screw it. I'm just gonna post it." Because I was so scared to do it, but you know what? I did it, and it's done. It's done, and what nothing bad happened. The world didn't collapse. I everything life went on, and it's good, and it's fine, and nothing changed except for I have a video on IGTV now. So, again, just chances are it's all made up in here. What do we say? Fear, false evidence appearing real, right? So 90% of the time, it's not even real. It's just something 99% of the time, it's not anything real. It's just something that we've made up in our brain. So, whatever it is, even if you're scared, just do it. Just do it. Ask for help. Talk to somebody. Go look for people who face your fear and they look like a confident professional doing it. That's my best word of advice. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining every week. I'm happy that I get to share my info with everybody. So I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Bye.